Hello everyone, and welcome to my new Let's Look At. We're going to be looking at a game I got for Christmas that I fell in love with. And it's called Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I love the first game. I like the second game even more. Excuse me, so what we're going to be doing today is going through some of the dashes, because that's my favorite part of the game. I actually quite love the dash system, which is essentially time trials, or however you want to word it. Now, the way that the time trials work, excuse me, I think I hit the table there. The way the time trials work is pretty simple. You go from point A to point B as fast as you can. You can follow the red pointy arrows to tell you where to go. Though in my experiences, they are never the fastest way, as some, the little text at the bottom sometimes says it on the loading screens. And if you want to be in the top 10%, you gotta go away from the grain. You cannot just go and do what they tell you, because you'll never be at the fastest time. Now, it should be said I've never tried to run these time trials while on camera or even talking before, so this could bite me in the butt here, because I'm having to split my concentration, which, let's be honest, never really is a good thing in games like this, but I seem to be doing okay so far. So the first real thing you're going to notice here is I'm not going to go that way. I'm actually going to go this way. Now that requires the mag hook, but the mag hook you'll be getting somewhat early on into Mirror's Edge Catalyst. I'm talking like the 4th story mission. That was a terrible run, by the way, but that's what I consider a terrible run on that level. But that, I'm just showing you how to get 3 stars. Okay, say you don't have the mag hook, because my first time through this, I didn't have the mag hook, I still got 3 stars. Let's show you how to get it without the mag hook. For those who don't want to go through the main story, which I'm just going to tell you, you're going to have to do it eventually anyway, but I'll do it. I'll show you how I got through it 3 stars without that. This way requires a little, well, I can show you how I did it. It was the worst possible route ever when I was first learning this place, but I can maybe do that. Okay, fine, let's try it again, because this way is a little less obvious, but it's a little more obvious, but it depends how good you are at finding routes, I suppose. We're going to keep going this way. That is really annoying. I held L1, I just did it a little too late. I was trying to utilize the coil system there. Did not work to my favor. That was a bit of a monkey wrench in the plan. But you can do that. Like that. Actually cuts off time. But instead of going to the left with using something you don't have yet, we're going to be going up. Because if you go right, it just wastes more time. So let's keep going here, and then you can just keep on jump down, roll. And while I'm not going to beat my record, I should be able to beat the 45-second mark to get 3 stars. And that's how you get it without using the mag hook. Fairly easily. All you gotta do is not screw up at any point, but you can still get 3 stars without the mag hook. Right, so now oh crap, I hit the wrong thing. Well, I guess I'll cut here to the next dash. Right, well, while we're here, I'm going to show you the kit system. Now, the kit system you get for unlocking various things in the storyline, whether that be collecting, various collectibles, the chips, or whether that's going through a storyline, hacking 3 billboards, what have you. You get things customized. The only problem is the backgrounds. Yeah, that you kind of have to go on the, I think, mirrorsedge.com to do. You can't actually do that in-game for whatever reason. Anyway, because I have the memory of a chipmunk. Actually, I don't know, that might be an insult to chipmunks. I always need my waypoint. I don't like using teleport, so I'll see you there. Okay, so welcome to the first dash where I finally got in the top 10%. No, seriously, this was the first one, so it's really not all that difficult. Hardest part's the beginning. You have 2 choices. If you want to go my route, this is the easier way, though just make sure you don't fall off. The reason, because you get, well, that's not exactly conducive to a good start bar, considering you just said this was the easier way. You gotta jump there. I thought I did, but I apparently did it too late. This is fairly easy to remedy, however. You simply, jump. Now this thing you don't have to do the advanced that. Most of the time you're going to climb up if you don't utilize the coil there. But you don't have to do that. You'll still have the time necessary for it. That was a mistake, a misclick actually. Well, I'll probably still get a 3-star for it, funny enough. But this route is fairly easy. I'm not going to beat my record just because of that one screw up. In fact, I've already fudged that record pretty hard because I didn't take the other way. But there is a path using the mag rope, but that's just how to show you how to not have to use the mag rope. Truthfully, I kind of forget which way where the mag rope is in this. It's been like a week. You expect me to remember that? I don't remember that. Where the hell was the mag rope in this? And I'm curious now. Where was that? I think I remember where it is now. I think it was up here. And then you just kind of like went over here. And then... Well, that wasn't, that did not go to plan. But that was where the mag rope was. I think you just kind of like skip the entire left there and end up... I'll try it again. Talking while doing this, like I said, is not exactly easy to do while not screwing up. Like most Catalyst players who play this know that just doing the run perfectly in and of its own self is difficult enough, right? I mean... Never mind trying to like... talk at the same time, you know, that's kind of difficult to do. So I'm still not going to beat my record. I think I screwed it up again, but it was a darn sight better than last time by about 4 seconds. But these are the shortcuts I'm talking about. You gotta, if you want to get a good rating in time trial, you got to try different routes. There are many of them in the different areas. So get looking. If you want to get good on the leaderboard, it's what you got to do. So going to our next one, where should I go for the next one? I guess I should probably just go let's just see, the next one would be, okay, so they're not in order. I thought they were in order. Trying to remember which one I went to next. Good God, not heading home. Heading home was a crap storm. Would you think a handy shortcut is actually my worst one? Let's see, where would we go next? Quite a view. Oh man. Quite a view is quite a pain in the ass. But fun, once you get used to it, except for one particular area, which was glitched. And I don't think they ever quality tested that. But they'll claim they did. I know they didn't, for the simple fact that, you know, there's an invisible wall glitch, and you can just kind of fall and die by doing something totally legitimate. You're probably going to see it quite a few times here while I cuss up a storm. Okay, so this is a whole different league. This is pretty later in the game, so you gotta just roll with it here. I'm going to be trying to go my fastest route that I found. Whether it will work or not is an entirely different thing. I don't know, but we'll see, won't we? This is the right up here is right where I screw up every time. Well, I say I screw up. I say the game screws up. Right here. Yeah, right there. Invisible wall. That's just crap. I screwed it up anyway. I normally can wall jump. Normally you can wall run, like double wall jump, and then get over that without having to swing on it. That only happens when you swing on that bar. But that's like a glitch I'm talking about. There are negatives in this game, and there are moments where you'll just slow down on this little straightaway right here and go, oops, I stubbed my toe. I'm slowing down for no discernible reason. It's like, why? No, you can't just do that. But then Faith's like, yes, I totally can. Sometimes that actually works. I didn't actually mean to do that. I screwed up again. Man alive. That is not cure. It's not cure. Starting to get a little antsy now. I hate that glitch so much. And I'm not afraid to call it out. That's a glitch. I should hope that's a glitch. I hope that's not intentional, because if that's intentional, that's just a big old screw you. Whoops. Now I'm not paying attention, but at least it's not a very long loading screen after you screw up like that. Oh man, this took me so many hours to figure out this route. Because I'm not observant. Seriously, the hardest part of doing this is finding out the routes unless you look it up on, I guess, like YouTube or something. No, seriously, that does actually occasionally work. And I'm not just hitting L2, I'm hitting L1 to jump before you think I'm just deliberately sabotaging it to make it look that way. Okay, fine. Since I'm apparently not good enough to do that one thing where I managed to, like, go above the bar, I'll go the other way to show you how to get 3 stars. Because there is another way to getting 3 stars here without relying on the mag rope. It's just not as much fun. As I think I just screwed that up pretty badly, actually. Actually, I know I screwed that up horribly. Ah! I didn't have the right angle going into it. Ah. It's going to be a lot of trial and error if you want to be in the top 10%, folks. A lot of trial and error. It ain't easy. There we go. I didn't actually screw it up that time. I just got to get the right angle here. Because that time I spent so much time getting the angle, I screwed up the jump. You'll never find a Mirror's Edge player who gets it right every time. And if you do, I call bullcrap. Probably because of my own insecurities of being a failure a lot of times in Mirror's Edge, but let's be fair. Nobody's perfect playing this every time, I think. There we go. That's way too early, Barak. What in the world were you thinking? I overestimated my own speed there. That's what happened. And my biggest piece of advice, if you screw up on a run, you gotta just restart. You can't just go, I'll just pick up a few seconds even though I've never done it before at a certain part in the thing. No, you gotta just restart. Trust me, it'll help your sanity in the long run. There we go. Try not to screw up again because I'm talking. There we go. Make sure I don't miss this jump. Why was this door closed now all of a sudden? I don't know. I just missed I went the wrong way. Damn it. I did everything right and I forgot you go through the door. Ah. It's been too long since I went this route. I always go the other route. Actually, this along with the handy shortcut is my least favorite dashes, but I wanted to show that, you know, they're not all easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Some of them are actually quite annoying as hell. Through the door this time. I missed a half a second there because I decelerated, but this should still be enough to get me the third. Or the 3rd star. Not by much, though. That's how you get 3 stars there. Takes a little bit of practice, but you can get it. You're not going to be in the top whatever in the world. What's my best time? I shaved off almost 3 seconds using the other route. But the other route is a nitpicky pain in the balls. Okay, so we're here at... What is this called again? I guess you're just not going to tell me what dash this is again. Well, crap. I know what it is, I just don't know what it's called right now, but... Crap. Okay, anyway, I'll probably just... I don't know what it is. I know I did this hundreds of times, but I don't remember what it is exactly. Now, this one really benefits from the use of a macro. This is the one where this is the dash where I went, okay, you know what, screw it. I'm going through the main storyline just to get the darn macro. Because otherwise you gotta make some superhero like wall runs. That's not easy to... That's annoying as hell. That's not easy to do. I think that was my fault, but still. Annoying! Now you don't have to do a springboard there. You can actually just do a jump and then another jump. It saves maybe half a second, but it's very liable to screw up if you do that. Just a little bit of a warning. I'm just giving commentary on what I do, but there we go. Try not to screw up again. That'd be nice. Now this is the part where I always screw up if I'm going to screw up. You have 2 options here. The easier one, which I'm about to show you, which I didn't have enough speed to do. You can actually do that without, you know, just pulling up like that. I didn't have the speed to pull it off. The other one involves landing to jumping off of a thing, wall running over a bottomless pit, and then jumping the wrong thing. And then jumping again on a death-defying leap where you don't fall to your death. Much more difficult to do, to be fair. Make sure I'm far enough over to the right so I don't just instantly die. Okay. I screwed up that a little bit. Means another half a second lost, which is not going to help. There we go. Got that just in the nick of time. Preferably not springboard when I don't want you to, but I guess I did hold L1 a little long there. I can try the other one, I just always screw it up. Holy God, I didn't screw it up. That might actually get me a record. I always screw that up. Somehow on camera, I did not screw that up. I'm not going to get it on. I'm not going to beat the record, but damn, that was good. Ah. Funny enough, the other way is much easier. The one I screwed up on. This is my worst one right now. This and the one I just showed you previously. No, quite a few I was in top 5, I think. Not that that's really worth bragging about, I'm sure, but... Now, you can go the other way down there. It's just I usually end up having an extra second on my time if I go down that way for some reason. Maybe that's just because I'm not very good at the wall running thing, but... I don't know. I just am not very good at it. Man, I could play this all night, I swear. Ah, goddammit. Just slam your face into the wall, that helps. I swear if I was on PC right now, I would be not having so much control issues. Because I'm not used to control sticks having to, you know, be completely accurate when I'm not with control sticks. There we go, just gotta overcompensate a little bit. Try not to lose too much time here, and we'll show you the other way. There we go. That's the easier way of doing it. I just lost some time, I think. But this should work. No, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get this. You know, I think I actually went faster going that direction, just because I wasn't actually expecting to go. I wasn't expecting to actually, you know, pull off the other one. I'll do 1 or 2 more dashes, because I really, really love the time trial system, and I like highlighting and showing it off. I originally planned to do 40 minutes of this. I could probably do almost every dash I've done in 40 minutes, if I didn't redo and show you different routes. The other route I just cannot do. I am not good at the other route on that one in particular. Where am I going next? No, we're not going to Birdmans or High Rollers. Take me to the grid node. I don't really remember all that much. Consumer Mayhem, I think, is the one I want. This one requires, if you want a really good score, I think it requires the upgrade to the mag rope. So I think you need to get through Benefactor, I think, which is not that bad. It's actually a pretty fun mission in and of its own self. This is not the... Actually, this does require, but this is not what I was thinking of. Yeah, you know what? No, I'll try and do it. This one I really did not enjoy, but I'll try it anyway. There's 2 paths here, right or left. I find right's faster, generally. I don't know why, but it is. Don't use that thingy, it just makes you slow down. You need the upgrade mag rope for this right here. This requires a lot of practice right here. See if I can do it. I don't think... No, I didn't get it. Well, that screwed up pretty terribly, actually. You can actually run on that, for the record. Don't ask me how that happens, but you can. I forgot you need to do that. You can actually run on the railing. It's hard to do, but you can do that pretty easily. If you elect to go left, I always end up with like an extra second. I don't know why. I can try going left, but it's not as fast. I don't think I needed to jump there to go over that bench, but I did. Early jump, because you can accidentally go the opposite direction there if you're not careful. There we go. That saves a little bit of time. Wall run here, because you don't want to fall. Remember to roll. I guess I don't have to roll, because that time I didn't screw it up. Do the shortcut jump. No, I'm not going to beat the record. I've never done it without the mag rope, because by this point in the storyline, you have the mag rope, so you have no excuses. I don't know why I'm just showing, like, a bunch of 3 stars. I guess for the people that have never played the game, or people who have played the game but never really found different routes, I'm just showing you the routes I found. And by all means, please use them. They're actually pretty handy to get 3 stars. Wish I had a big thing of... I wish I had a video just showed me a bunch of 3 stars. I mean, I could have gone on YouTube, I guess, but I didn't do that. Let's see. Where's the next area? Oh, God. I'm really not good with that one. Okay, so next we'll be going through Nomad's Run, which is a bit easier if you have the upgraded mag rope. In fact, it's the only way I could ever get a 3-star rating, which should say something, but I don't particularly like that aspect, but that's the way this is how I do it. Because otherwise, I just don't see how you could ever get a 3-star thing in this particular one, and I actually beat my old record. Oh, yes. Baby. Not by a lot, mind you, but I did it. Oh, I didn't move up at all. I was hoping to get top 8% or something. Otherwise, you gotta do some jumping over rooftop shenanigans, and it slows the whole thing down, and it's just a big old mess. I don't like doing it that way. Best I could get doing that was a 2-star, I think, with like 23 seconds or something like that. So, I mean, that should tell you something. That's one gripe. I do have another gripe I have about Mirror's Edge other than the glitches, is that it seems like you need the mag rope for some of the time trials. Otherwise, you can't do, you know, the fastest routes for whatever reason. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I know Concrete Canyon isn't the way I want to go. Backstreet Bluff, I think, is another one that's not all that difficult. I can try the way home, but I'm just going to tell you, I always get lost. I can try and show you the way I do it. It's not the fastest way, I know that much. Because I've never grasped the whole climbing up and going through a ventilation shaft without slowing down thing. You can do it. After I got my 3-star, I looked up how other people did it, and I was like, holy hell. They cut off like 10 seconds off my time. How'd they do that? Alright, let's try this. I don't think this is going to work all that well, but we can try it. Because I'm going to get lost. I'm going to forget where I'm going halfway through this. First off, you're probably wondering, where the hell are you going? There's no way past this. Yes, there is. Just gotta be a little cunning man. This is where you can actually cut off some time off my thing right here, because I just go the slow way of jumping up to it. You don't have to go the jumping way and slow down like I just did right there. Like, by this time in the video, the one I watched, the dude was at like 28 seconds when he went through that door. Or went through that window way. Perfectly timed that. Go over here to the right. Jump up on this. Mag rope over yaw. I think I went the wrong way here, but this should still be doable. If I don't screw this up. There we go. I hate that jump so much. I hate that maneuver so much. I was screwed up. Okay, it's all going pretty well so far. We're still going straight, as I recall. I don't think we need to go any other way. We're not stopping for that, because that'd be silly. And then jump up yonder. I don't know why you just slowed down there, but thank you for screwing me up there. Roll through yonder. Go over here, jump down the stangy. I don't know what you call that. Zip line, that's the one. This is tricky here, but I managed to get through. Oh, I just don't just stop. What the hell is that? Oh, slow me down any way you can. Also my own user error, but we're just going to ignore that part. I'm actually going to beat my own record. Holy hell. I screwed up like 3 times. Well, that's how you get 3 stars. Hey, I went up a percentage. Sweet. I did not expect to actually get through that, and never mind beat my record. But hell, there you go. That's how you get a 3-star on that as well. I'm not going to tell you it's going to be top 1% or anything, but You might get a top 4%. You might beat my score, because you might not screw up as much as I did. I'm not joking when I say it takes me hours to find these new routes. I mean, you can go on YouTube and find these routes, which is apparently what you're doing right now, because I'm just doing this for you, but you know, if you don't do that, it's actually quite difficult to find these routes on your own. And I guess, looking at the timer, it's been 33 minutes. Oh, man. Oh, wait, no, I'm probably going to cut out a few of those runs. So I don't know what I'm going to do here. I can try Donkey in the Oven. I don't think I'll do very well. Especially, well, I do pretty well except for one particular area. Two particular areas, actually, right back to back. Because I take the very long way of running up the stairs right at the end, which is, I could cut off probably 2 or 3 seconds if I didn't do that, but I don't know how to do that. So you can see my conundrum there. Over to the left. I didn't. Yeah, that worked. Make sure not to screw up this. I screwed that up. Oh, what the hell? I did. Oh, I mistimed the jumps. I was like, why the hell did I end up on the top of that thing? Ah. There's a better way of doing that. I know there is. I haven't figured it out what it is. That's the problem. Let's go over here. There we go. Very slow way of doing it. And this is where I lose a bunch of time right here. Well, if you don't screw up quite as badly as I did, you can get a 3-star doing that. Because I lost a lot of speed there. Let's try that again with a bit less screwing up. That'd be nice. And I didn't cut off enough area for that. Probably just lost my timer. Okay, I didn't hit the wall that time. I used R1 again. I shouldn't have used R1. It's faster if you just turn. I was 1/100th of a second away. I think it turns to 2 stars when it hits 24 seconds. I'm going to keep doing that until I get 3 stars. Persistence is also another virtue if you want to be a time trial runner in this. Because you're going to screw up. You're going to make minute mistakes that cost you the star. It's going to happen. Damn it. I didn't have enough speed or something there for that. I mean, if you pull yourself up there, it's a lost cause. You're not gonna get it. There we go. Cut off a second there. Half a second, maybe. Okay. I got greedy trying to pull myself up. Didn't. I got greedy trying not to pull myself up and ended up pulling myself. Why do you do this sometimes and not others? I don't understand your motivation. There we go. Make it quick. Just eat the half a second thing. No, just stop right in the middle of it. I tend to get very annoyed. This is not my annoyed face yet. You will know when I am annoyed, because I cuss up a storm. I ain't quite there yet. Don't run into the wall, be nice. Let's not use the R1 button here. Let's start the... That's how you get 3 stars. It ain't pretty, but that's how I do it. So, for those wondering, like, I can't possibly get 3 stars there. Yeah, you can. That's how I did it. I just didn't screw up. I saved 1 screw up when I set my record. I think the screw up I didn't do was when I actually managed to coil up over that fence instead of vaulting over it that I made mention of. Now, if you want to see how the guy that they name, or I don't know if it's a guy, but the person they name that after, you can find, I think their YouTube name is Donkey Oven or something, Oven Donkey or something like that. They show how you're supposed to go up the stairs, but I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I can't do that mechanically. And I think that will be it for tonight, because I still got some writing to do, trying to write 500 words a day kind of thing is going on for creative writing. Because one day I do hope to at least, publish something. So I guess that'll be it for today, guys. If you have any questions or want me to upload different dashes, excuse me if I've done them, and if I've 3-starred them, I'll upload them. But I have not done a bunch. I can show you what all I've done, so you know what you can request, I guess. These are the things I've done. The dashes. So I've never even tried Resonating Dash, the Feature Creep, Noah's Run, none of these. I've never done any of these, so any of the other ones I can show you what I did, I suppose. So the only one I didn't really show was Backstreet Bluff, I guess. The All Come Shuffle, Take Me to the Grid Node. And that's about it, really. I tried every other one. So, besides those two, I guess that's what I've done. So, thank you guys very much for watching. And hopefully, you learned something and will be able to get in the top 10% now in, these particular dashes. So, farewell, everyone. Until next time.